So I just got my brand new copy of Mosaic, and the box is yeah. So since I'm not intending on like getting it shipped to Mexico for just the box, I might get charged for taxes and stuff. I am gonna do something different. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna show you how, make it a teachable moment. So first, I don't know what this is called, but we use it for watercolor painting, for stretching the paper. But this thing is, it's dry when you buy it, but if you wet it, it'll become sticky. And then as it dries, it gets like hard, and then you can use it to attach things, and it's very strong. So we're gonna use this thing, then some water, a little sponge, a cutter, and tape. So the thing is, my repair is not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be able to sell this for like collector value or something like that, but it doesn't really matter for the purpose of what we're doing, so whatever. Let's edge this out. Yeah, there we go. So first I'm gonna take a little bit of tape and I'm gonna line the edges. If you, I don't know if it's visible, but there's like an alignment here where it like just clicks. So I'm gonna do that. And this is gonna hold everything for the beginning. And then it's just gonna become an extra like support for it. So I'm just doing like a little bit of it, but I'm gonna stretch it out later with more tape. But right now, all we need is this. Oh God. So in theory, this goes inside, but it's not gonna cooperate like that. Okay, so be it, we'll have the edge. If I wanted to be like extra careful, like extra good at it, I could grab Sharpies and match everything, like black Sharpie here, then a little bit brown and yellow and orange, and so on and so forth. But honestly, for who I am and for like, I intend on enjoying this game, not keeping it as a collector's item, I'm just gonna do it like that. So obviously, when you get this, you tape it. Well, when you use it, you tape it again. So now I have to cut a little bit out so we can like stretch it open, and there we go. There we go. So now we have it. You can see that shiny thing, that's the glue. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prep it. First, I'm gonna cut a straight edge so I don't have like messy bits. So here, and we cut that. I should not be cutting towards me, but whatever. Then I'm gonna measure, and it's gonna be around here. So, okay, so I've cut one to the size I need. So it goes like here. And if it's a little bit big, like this one, I'll just trim the edge, doesn't matter. But now I'm gonna do another one, and then we can proceed. That's gonna be ready now. Whoop, there we go. So now we can put this away. If you don't want it to unravel, you take a little bit of your water, which I'm gonna put here. Then with a wet, just go like that, stretch it out, put it there, and then you can keep it like that forever and it won't matter. Now, you can not use the sponge, but it makes for a cleaner application. So we're gonna, this is a very crappy sponge though, so it's not absorbing. There we go. So now you just wet it, and then I'm gonna put this here. You want to split it in half. Well, not split it, just bend it in half. So you have like a guide, and then just put it against the box like so. And then the tricky part is you have to press as hard as you can. Like you have to make sure that you catch the edge, so you make it like very taut. So there we go. So I have to make sure that this is tight against the box. So bend it, force it, do whatever you have to make sure that it sticks. Now this is the part that most people don't do. You take your sponge, you wet it again, and you want to wet the tape on the other side as well. So you want to make it brown, like dark brown. Even if the box itself gets wet a little bit, it doesn't matter, it'll dry out. Don't panic. So So it has to look like this. And then you keep pressing and pressing until it sticks. Once this dries, it's gonna be a very strong joint. Now, I am gonna try and cut the edge here. So trim it. Actually, I have scissors here. Let's use that. This really doesn't matter. There we go. So that's one end done. The tape is holding it together, so you don't have to worry. But if you want to, well, once we're done, but I'm just gonna do it real quick for now. You just take two boxes that are very heavy and you squeeze it like this against a wall or something. So it's like one wall is here, one wall is here, or more boxes, and you just make sure that it's tight. That also helps. Okay, so now we're gonna do this one. So we wet the tape. We split it in half. I do the folding first, second, because it kind of softens when you wet it. Otherwise it cracks. So now we really squeeze it in there. And then we take our sponge, and we wet it. Remember that the paper has to change color for it to be actually absorbing the water. Otherwise, it's gonna be just not correct. There we go, bend there. Another one here. Make sure, if it's not like completely straight, it doesn't matter. Just make sure it's, you know, you try and get out the folds and flatten them, even if they just fold over each other. But just do it until you get that effect. Okay, so as you can see, this one's already hardening. And so with that, now I'm just gonna snip the edge here, the trim. And I can let it be. Now, if I wanted to make it stronger, if I notice tearing, or if I really, like, I don't know yet, because the box is also damaged, I'll show you in a sec. I can do more tape, or I can do two sides. So it's like, you have the one end, and then you have like two sides that are like holding it tighter. So that works. And now we're gonna do a little bit more trimming with the tape. So now I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna stretch it really well. And there we go. And then we fold it over. And this is gonna keep my box a little bit better than it was. So let's do the same with this side. Put it like this. And let's see. Obviously, if the guys from Mosaic want to send me a new box, help me some way, I wouldn't say no. So that's this side of the box. Hold on. So I was opening cards already when I bought it, when I opened it, and then I noticed that the box was like bad. This thing is heavy, so I actually am gonna add, even though this one, it is damaged, you can see that. Ugh, it's already cracking. So I'm gonna do this, and then once I'm done like organizing everything, I'm gonna do the same corner reinforcement with this, regardless, for the whole box, even if it's not broken. It just seems like this box is not strong enough for this flimsy cardboard. So, and such a heavy game. It's like really heavy. So I need to fix those corners, make sure that they don't rip and tear, and I end up with basically a flat square of cardboard that used to be a box. And yeah, so anyhow, that's how you fix a box. Obviously, not the prettiest, but it's better than broken, and it's better than waiting for decades for your box to come in in the mail. So, I mean, if I do get a replacement, I can just change it. But meanwhile, I'm not like without a box. And yeah, so I was just trying to do this to help everyone that's gone through something like this. And I do recommend using this thing. If I find out what it's called, I'll put it on comments. But yeah, if you can use this and just reinforce any box you have that you think it's gonna tear. Anyhow, thank you.